Yo, what is up guys? It is Samool back again with another Wyvern free-to-play team for you guys today. And today I'm going to be showing you guys a team that only uses 3-star units. So there's no 4 stars, no 5 stars, completely free to play. Now I know there's some free to play 4-star options, and even 5-star options, but I'm just showing a free to play completely 3-star team because I've been playing on an account on my live streams where I've been only using 3-star units to get as far in PvE and PvP as possible. It's a very fun challenge I'm doing for myself, and I've been live streaming it to all my viewers out there. If you guys want to check out those live streams, make sure you hit that subscribe button for notifications when I go live, and I hope to see you guys drop by because that account is, or this account is very fun to play on, and we're having a great time with everyone, you know, joining in and asking questions and also helping me out on discovering other team comps. Now that being said, just to get started, I don't want to say this is the best free-to-play team. I'm just doing it because of the 3-star challenge I'm doing, but if you want to have a better 3-star team or a free-to-play team here, what you can do actually is you replace Angelic Montmorancy with Angelica, who's sitting on the table right here from Connections, and then you replace Taranor Guard with Furious here. That'll make it so it's Angelica, Furious, Muwi, and Alexa, and I think that's the best completely free-to-play team you can get. Obviously, you might be missing some units because you have to get lucky and pull them, but that in general is going to be the most basic free-to-play team that has the highest win rate and probably the fastest clear time as well. That being said, let's get into my unit stats. So I'm going to start with my frontline tank, Angelic Montmorancy. She is the only 6-star unit I have, and she's on the free HP set. And you're going to see that I don't even have everything maxed on her skill enhancements. And yeah, that's just proving the point that you don't really need crazy gear or crazy, you know, investment in your units to actually do well in Wyvern. I also have her on Prophetic Candlestick, which is not the best artifact for her. I just don't have Rod or Proof of Valor yet, so I'm using this one. And yeah, you can see that the rolls on the gear are pretty good, honestly. And that made it so I don't have to max out my accessories. If you guys get worse rolls, you guys might have to level these necklaces and these rings to max level, because I don't have them at max, so I'm missing out on like 50% HP. It's pretty crazy. But if you guys max it out, you'll get a lot more stats. And if I run into more issues with Angelic Montmorancy dying, or if I did, I would just max those out and she would be a-okay. I also have her skill tree done up to the point where she actually heals on her S2, regardless of if it has debuffs or not. You kind of need this on Wyvern, and the other ones I don't have increased yet don't really matter too much for Wyvern, but I will get to those eventually. Next, we have our main DPS. We're going to look at Alexa. Alexa is only 5 stars. You're going to see that our DPS are only 5 stars. You can keep your DPS at 5 stars for Wyvern, and they should be okay. The only problem is they might die on the first wave, and they might be missing a little bit of damage, but it is okay for now. You're going to see, since I'm running no Furious, I'm at 79% crit chance. I want to aim for 85, but honestly, I need to swap out some pieces later to get it. Daydream Joker, obviously, Alexa's best artifact, and you're going to see that her skills I don't have fully enhanced either, so I'm missing out on a lot of damage. The S3 you want to keep at +2 though, so I'm pretty much missing only 1 skill enhance. The reason why you keep your S3 at +2 is because the cooldown will actually mess up with your debuffs, and your S3 does less damage than your S1 actually. This is her free attack set here. You're going to see that the rolls were pretty crappy for the attack set, which is kind of a bummer because Alexa does a lot of damage. I have a lot of HP rolls, and she's also on an effectiveness ring to help with debuffing with her S2. Obviously, her effectiveness needs to go up a bit more, but once I hit this to +15, which I can't do yet, I'll get another 10% effectiveness, and she'll be at 60.4, and I'm missing just 5% at that point. She's a great free-to-play DPS unit. She does the most damage in the game for Wyvern if you are running on free attack set. Later on, Sigurd does technically do more damage, but even then, Alexa does crazy amounts of damage. So if you are lacking damage on your Wyvern team, and you need a good free-to-play option from Connections, you can just use Alexa. She's a 3-star unit as well. Very strong. You can even use her with 0% effectiveness and skills off as a pure damage dealer, and just put all your subs into crit damage and you're good to go. Next, we're going to talk about Muwi. So I think Muwi is an irreplaceable part of every single Wyvern team at the moment. He is on the attack set, right, that you get from, I forget what, I think it's Adventurer's Path. And you can see that the subs rolled decently okay. He's also at 67% effectiveness. You only need 65 for his debuffs to land. Also on Daydream Joker, you can even run him on Torn Sleeve later on with the Guilty Gear collab, because that will add more debuffs. That's probably what I'll do because I am struggling with debuffs a bit on this team. And you're going to also see that I have his S3 maxed out. You want to max everything for the 3-star units basically, besides Alexa, because they don't cost Mola. But I am missing out on some investment on my units because, yeah, just didn't have enough time to farm them. And it kind of shows that you don't need crazy requirements to do Wyvern. But yeah, Muwi's insane. His S2 is crazy. Makes it so that you get Seer Push on your team, so it reduces the speed requirements of your units from like 190x like 190 something to like 140 something. It's crazy good. Also, his S2 has a counterattack that has a decreased attack, which makes it so the boss does way less damage to your tank, so your tank doesn't need to be as tanky for Wyvern. You also have a defense break chance. It's only 75% chance, so you want to run him with like a Furious or a Taranor Guard that can also defense break in case he misses. And his S1 has a bleed, which is only 50% chance, but it's 2 turns, so it's very nice. So yeah, very strong unit, guys. I think Muwi is a must build unit for every single starter Wyvern team. Later on though, when you start one-shotting, you won't use him. And later on, when you start using General Purges instead of Muwi, like a General Purges, Sigrid, Alexa, Furious team for speedruns, that's not quite a one-shot, then you might want to slot out Muwi. But Muwi, in making your tank unkillable, is very powerful. Next unit we have is Taranor Guard. So usually you don't see this unit a lot anymore because Furious came out. I would recommend replacing with Furious. He's not as good as Furious by any means, but I'm only using 3 stars on this account, so I'm using Taranor Guard here. I have him on Daydream Joker. You can run him on Junkyard Dog or Creative Life if you want more debuffs, which I recommend. He's on the free Spirit Terrier speed set here. The subs aren't that great, but honestly, he's just a defense breaker. That's all he really is. You want to make sure that you run him on an effectiveness ring, or just make sure he's above 65% effectiveness, so he has the highest chance to land debuffs and defense break. And I have him on speed set or speed main stat boots, which you don't really need with Muwi, but I feel like this helps a lot on the first wave because on the first wave, he needs to defense break a lot to make the run go a lot faster. And yeah, he doesn't have a lot of imprints or anything. His S1's max, which you need. You don't need to put anything in his S3 because you're going to always use him with skills off because his S3 kind of sucks. And you want to max his S2 out eventually like I did. You're also going to see that, yeah, his stats are good to go. Basically, he's just an effectiveness debuffing, but he has pretty little crit damage, so he's not going to really do much damage. But as I was saying, you're going to see that a lot of my units are only 4-star awaken. I do plan to 5-star awaken some of them, right? Like attack is going to be really nice for Muwi. But just keep in mind, it's a lot of catalysts, and I wanted to show how you can progress in the game with a free-to-play, Wyvern team without having like maximum investment in your units. You don't need a perfect team to get through Wyvern, guys. You just need to know what you're doing, know what stat breakpoints you need to reach, and you need to know what what's it called? Gear you need to upgrade and stuff like that, and what units to use. So yeah, even my Angelic Montmorancy is missing some tankiness. Like all my units are missing damage, not even fully skill enhanced, right? And my Amomo doesn't even have her skill tree fully maxed out, right? Even though you need this one to use Amomo, guys, the Mercy Rune, but everything else is kind of like optional. And you're gonna see that with this low investment team that I can actually clear Wyvern. So my Wyvern win rate with this team is about, say, like 60%. And let's go hop into Wyvern run right now and show you guys how it looks like. So this is the Wyvern team, guys. Basically, this is like a 60% win rate, and there's a lot of RNG involved. I have TG skills off and Alexa's on. You can have Alexa's off if you have enough debuffs, if you want Alexa to do more damage. But the RNG in this run is basically this. First off, my units can get sniped here and die from the ads like this, because yeah, they're really squishy. Also, what can happen is the speed tuning doesn't align. Like say Alexa's S2 isn't up for the boss's first turn, or Muwi's S2 isn't up, right? Then what can happen is I'm lacking debuffs on the first turn of the boss, and the boss can actually not hit my front line, because you need 2 debuffs on the boss at least at all times. So that's the RNG factor, but 60% win rate is pretty good. Anything above 40%, guys, is fine, honestly. You just need to replace your gear, upgrade it, and then also speed tune units so the the turn timing works out. And also replace some units with better ones like Sigrid, Clarissa, Furious once you unlock him, stuff like that. And you should be good to go. But you'll see, like, my Taranor Guard almost died there. That was really unlucky because he got hit like a million times. But we should be okay. And I think my Alexa's S2 is up now, so the speed tuning works out. The problem here is, though, my Amomo will S3 the Taranor Guard, right? But she should be tanky enough to survive because, like here, Muwi S2s, decreased attack, and you're going to see she takes no damage. This is why Muwi is super OP, guys. So I get the defense break off, I get the poison, one got resisted, but it's okay. And look how much damage the boss does. 700 damage per hit to my Amomo. When he crits 1k, it's like no damage at all. This is why Muwi is just god tier in Wyvern, by the way. The amount of damage reduction he has for your tanks is just unmatched. So I really recommend running him no matter what. And you're going to see he gets another decreased attack here. It's like pretty much almost always up on the boss. This video kind of turned into a Muwi showcase suddenly, but Muwi is just super OP. And And you'll see like my damage is perfectly fine, right? If I just add a bit more damage to my team, I'll be able to kill before barrier. So yeah, that's, like that being said, that's just more gear upgrades for my units, skill enhancing some stuff, and I should be good to go. You're gonna see like I'm easily hitting the debuff requirement. Actually, not easily, but once I add in like other artifacts like Torn Sleeve, Junkyard Dog, I'll be able to consistently make sure that my runs are, you know, always going to have debuffs up. So decrease defense, or decrease attack always up, and decrease defense pretty much always up with Muwi plus another defense breaker like Taranor Guard of Furious. And if you guys are noticing my debuffs are sticking a lot more than yours, you guys are either getting 15%ed, or you guys need to up your effectiveness to 65%. And skill enhance your skills. So yeah, that's my Wyvern team. Pretty smooth. I mean, there's some RNG, don't get me wrong. Like my units can die in the first wave, my debuffs can't land, you know. But the speed tuning's okay. I could speed tune it a little bit better. Obviously, I want to kind of up Muwi's damage on the first wave so the first wave goes smoother. And also probably up my Alexa's single target damage so I don't have to deal with barrier. But pretty solid free-to-play team, guys. This was achievable in less than 10 days. And I wasn't even grinding super hardcore on this account. I've been only playing like 2 to 3 hours a day on stream. And pretty easy to attain. You don't even need to fully awaken your units like I said, right? Let's look at our awakenings again. I think all of my units are missing 1-star awakening. Some are missing some skill enhances, and some gear isn't even fully enhanced. If you really want even a better team, just fully enhance everything, awaken everything, skill enhance everything, right? And I'm only sitting on 1 copy of Daydream Joker on each, right? Once you limit break this, you'll even do more damage. So yeah, pretty easy free-to-play team, guys. If you're looking for the best free-to-play team, though, that's not a 3-star challenge like I'm doing, just run Angelica instead of Angelic Montmorancy, and run Furious instead of Taranor Guard, and your runs will look even better. I hope this video was enjoyable for you guys to watch. If you guys want to watch me progress on this account even more, make sure you check out my live streams, which you can see by subscribing to my channel. You'll get notifications every time I go live, or by joining my Discord, you'll get a pop-up notification in Discord for when I go live as well. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to see you guys in my live stream soon, and I hope to see you guys in another video in the future. Peace.